Friends podcast, episode number 26.
Ooh,
What's up? We're on episode number 26 of Real Life is Friends podcast. This is one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Camila. Hello.
We hope you are doing lovely in June because we have now entered June of
Mm,
2025.
the 20s
Woo.
and the 20s. Woo,
I-
blessed be the fruit.
okay, I was like, wait, hold on, we in June. That's like the 6th month. Like we halfway through this year. We about to be in 2026 before we know
And will be.
it. And that's all right
Don't
with
believe
me. And I hope to see a lot more other years as well too. Sure do.
that part.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so this week is my question, and I had my question, lost my question, had my question, lost my question. So I'm just gonna make up something. Um, no. What is your go-to? And I know that what is two no, what is three of your go-to traditional white songs that you go to if you want to like that's like part of your I don't have one but part of your playlist
I
or
can't
you like
forget God and love anymore. Can't forget anything Michael McDonald. Let's
okay.
just say that. Michael McDonald. Uh, let's see. Eh, I like a little Dolly.
Okay.
I mean, I like Dolly. Uh, what would be from another white artist that I like? Yeah.
Wait, which song by
Mm.
Dolly? Because I said song, not just artist. So which song?
So, I would go with the standard Jolene, but I guess working 9 to 5.
Because I
Yeah,
really don't know
I
that
can
song
go
for
with
real.
that.
Okay.
But and ooh, what's a third one? Kenny, Kenny Rogers. Got know when to hold 'em, know
No
when to
when to
fold,
fold 'em.
know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you sitting at the table. That.
Okay.
Oh, and I like Kenny Loggins. This is it. This is it, man. Cause I listen to yacht rock. Uh,
I still don't know what that is. Like, what is that? That's weird.
like like the slow you patio music. Let's just call it patio music.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
patio music. Um,
Okay.
oh, Bee Gees. So I really have quite a few Bee Gees.
Yeah, because you
Um,
name more than three songs. I just want you to
I
know
mean,
that.
and artists in that. So see, I know you can't even name one
Mm,
other than
First,
other than Taylor Swift.
first of all, I'm not choosing Taylor Swift. I like Taylor Swift, but I don't just listen to that. Listen to
Okay.
her like that. But the reason why I said songs, because baby, you know I don't know them artists. I have no idea who them artists are. No clue. I think it's Beck. No, wait. Is it Beck? No, that is not Beck. Oh my goodness. The song that says with the shape of an L on her forehead. You stop that song. That song. Um Pour some sugar on me. Now this is like old catalog. This ain't the new stuff. This is old catalog. Pour some sugar on me is definitely one.
Okay.
Um whichever group that sings the shape of an L on her forehead. It might be like the Fallout Boys. I'm not even really sure, but that's the song. And it has to be an Aerosmith
I
song
even
because I
got
know
one.
Aerosmith. Since I told you that it had to be an actual um that I had to know the song. I don't all of Aerosmith when they had Alicia Silverstone in the videos back in the day because that was my
Don't
jam.
wanna miss a thing. I think that was "Don't Miss
I
Wanna Miss
don't
a Thing."
want to
But I would.
fall asleep because I miss you, baby, and you don't want to miss a thing. Yes.
I'm gonna even help you out with one. We went to the Maroon 5 concert, remember?
But
This love
I think about like the back of the day ones. Like now, if we talk about like if we're talking about like recent ones, then that is gonna be Ariana Grande, um, Seven Rings. Then we're gonna have Confident by Demi Lovato. And we're gonna have which I think is also Ariana Grande as well. God is a Woman. Because
I
those
don't know
are
any of
really
them.
songs that I know, but those are really songs that I listen to on a consistent
I'm like
basis.
I'm like them people. I don't know. I don't. I'm like Mariah. I don't know them.
But yeah, I don't know titles. I don't know. I know was my question, and I don't know titles. I barely know artists. I really don't know who that artist is. I think it's Fallout Boys with the shape of an L on the forehead. But I also know that Beck has a song called Loser because I was real into like um alternative pop or alternative rock back in the day. I guess it's more alternative rock back in the day. That was my
You weren't
jam.
grunge, was you?
No, no. And like I never was like in the like Nirvana or anything, but like the I don't know what the group is, but they had that little girl in a bee outfit on the video.
Oh, Beck. I think that was Beck. I think.
But
Cause
see,
when
Beck
that
was
little
a
girl in that big outfit, wasn't she in a movie?
no, not no. I'm talking about the little no. I'm talking about not you talking about not Juno. You talking about Little Miss Sunshine. I ain't talking about that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm talking about like
That ain't the same
back in the
little
day.
girl.
I don't think it is, but
Oh, okay.
it's the video that had the little girl with the bee outfit. Cause I used to, in the morning time I used to MTV and not Darkwing Ducks. I can't remember what's the other. I can't remember. It's not Tailspins. Oh my goodness, this is gonna drive me crazy. Oh my goodness.
Ninja Turtle.
No. There's like it's bonkers. It's totally nuts. Bonkers. No ifs, ands, or buts. Someone stealing my toys. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Like, like that one. That one. That one. That one. What is that? Like, and then because most time when I say like the people don't know the cartoon, I don't know why they weren't watching cartoons like I was, but I used to watch it. Now I gotta Google it. Now I gotta Google to figure out who it was. Bonkers.
No, it's
They're totally
bonkers.
nuts.
I'm afraid I don't know that, ma'am.
See, it says Bonkers cartoon. It was Bonkers. That's the
I
name
don't
of
know
it.
that. And that was on what?
I don't know. Whatever channel we had.
Okay.
It says that the show aired from, oh my goodness, this show was not on the air that long at all. It was on
Yeah,
DDG.
clearly, because I don't remember that one.
Um, it was from September 1993 to February 1994. It didn't last that long, but I
Man, that
don't
was a short series.
care. Okay.
Very short.
It said it had 2 seasons. I don't care. I loved it. But
I'm sure it's not on anybody's streaming service right now, is it?
apparently, because it only lasted that long, that's probably why
It's
nobody
not even.
knows anything. That's probably why everybody's like, what are you talking about when I'm always talking about the show?
Yeah, because it ain't
People
even
are
in
so
syndication.
confused.
Very.
Bonkers, well, totally nuts. Bonkers, no offense or buts. Bonkers, so for the show. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And I could be singing the words wrong because I do that too.
Blessed be the fruit is all I can say.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So let's go ahead
Okay.
and get into our lovely thing. So give me 1 second. Cause I don't know why. Sometimes my computer has a mind of its own. And okay, here it is. So Mila told me about Black Mirror and she wanted me to watch Black Mirror. So that's what we watched. Season 7, Black Mirror. Apparently it's season 8 getting ready to come out or something. I'm really so confused. But then I just thought that Black Mirror season 7 just came out like in April. I don't know.
I feel like it did. And I don't even know how, because I watched it in, of course, long time ago.
Okay.
But this one here was like, okay, I can kind of see some of this foolishness happening right now
Mm.
with the little thing, because it's what I was looking to make sure I had it right. It's 6 episodes in this season, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
6, which I thought I got through all of them, so maybe I did not. I think I missed the last. I didn't watch the last one, which I didn't know it was an hour and a half.
It was it was one it was one on there that listen.
which which one would that be? The one with Issa, the
No,
actress?
no, the one that was like play something, baby. That I wasn't gonna make it through that. I was like, I'm so confused. I don't
Play
like being
some.
confused. So it's 6 episodes. If I'm not common
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
Bet New or whatever, I don't know.
That
Hotel
one was crazy.
Riviera, play something, eulogy. So that's one, two, three,
And I didn't
four,
finish the US
one,
USS
two, three,
Callister. I
four,
didn't watch that.
5, 6. Okay. USS Callister. That was the last one. I watched all of them, but I did not finish the one that says play whatever or something because I was confused. And I don't like to be confused. Now, one good thing about Black Mirror is that you have the opportunity um when you watch Black Mirror, you can start at any episode because it doesn't matter.
True.
Because
True.
none of the episodes carry over to the next episode. So if you start, that's why I was able to,
Kind of
go
skip
ahead
them.
and jump into that particular one because it wasn't a big deal. I didn't have to watch all the other seasons to figure out exactly what was going on.
Right.
Because it doesn't work that way. So
Mm-hmm.
my what was your favorite one of the ones you watched?
I'm going with Hotel Riviera and Bet Noir because Bet Noir kind of had me really kind of like, okay, uh, I'm thinking, baby girl, she, I wasn't expecting the white girl with the little pendant to be changing stuff,
Oh, okay.
but then I was like, well, maybe she really didn't. I'm like, maybe she's a little bonkers or whatever because it's like she said one thing, then she typed up the email, and then I didn't realize then too that okay, the girl they went to school together, and she was kind of started a rumor about it. So that one was really really kind of weird. All of them are weird, but I guess with
Hmm.
that one, I was like, I wonder if that stuff can really be done like for real, like with the touch of a button, you can
Yeah, you saw them
change.
supercomputers she had.
Yeah, and then the other one too, um, the Hotel Riviera where they put the
Louisa.
thing on her. Yeah, and that one kind of had me a little shook because she was in the movie, but then the people in the movie weren't alive, and like she was the only one that was alive. And I was like, what if you can go back in time and talk to people?
Well, they were like the AI versions of, so
Yeah,
they were
but then
technically they was just, computers basically.
they were computers, but then too, like, I don't know, it was creepy. Like, I think that's the like AI. Think about it now, AI. Even considering now how you see the little videos of the little which are really hilarious to me.
Oh, the
Uh,
babies, baby, the babies
yes,
are the best. They are the best things since sliced bread. The babies are the best. The baby housewives, top tier.
hilarious.
We're not
Let me
getting
tell
them.
you.
And along with the wigs, and then they're always somebody was like, they always got candy to eat some because that's what she be doing. But at least they got her with the gummy bears, chips, or whatever. And then when those kids be the little babies have the little sippy cups, hilarious.
And let me tell you. So just think about like how them little AI babies, and then like the AI with the movie. Like, okay, the people like, okay, we're gonna say this. Like the movie is a remake, but yet and still they are saying, okay, this is supposed to happen next. No, that's not. So it was kind of weird. But then I guess we living in a world now where everything is moving to the world of AI,
Yeah, more
which is
technology.
yeah, more technology based. And I can't imagine what it will be like in the next 5, 10 years. Because right now we're in the I would say infant stage, I guess, of AI. But just think of what it could be down the line.
You know how many
And that's
movies
what
they
Black
can
Mirror
churn
makes
out?
me think. Huh?
How many movies they can churn out with only having to have one actor, one, live actor,
Right.
active actor.
Hmm.
And then, within 2 hours, the movie's made. Basically, do some little editing, but it's made. Um, I I don't know which one was my favorite. I did like the USS Callister into Infinity. Like I said, the
Okay.
only one I really didn't like was Play because I didn't understand it. Maybe if I understood
Mm.
it, I and watched the whole entire one, I stopped in like 17 minutes left, and I said, let me just go to another episode because I'm over this because I don't know what they got going on.
And clearly I didn't look at all of that one. But then too, I'm trying to look and see about Eulogy because clearly I finished
So
it.
Eulogy is the one about where the lady
The
dies,
old
and
uh
he was supposed to like share memories, part of the eulogy service. Well, I think they call it something. I don't think they're pronouncing it eulogy like we do. I don't
Mm.
know exactly how they pronounced it, but
Oh, is that the one with the guy that I think he
the
played
guy that
in?
had girl, I don't know what he played in, but I do know that he had marked up all of those pictures of that lady because he
Oh,
wanted.
because he couldn't see the face. It was
Yeah.
like the face or something. He was trying. Yeah,
He
okay,
was trying to recall her face, but he kept
and
on
he couldn't.
yeah. Now that movie, that one not movie, that one kind of pissed me off because it lets you know that sometimes people get too hurt and be fixated on their own hurt without paying attention to the fact that they hurt other people.
Mm,
And
right.
then because they're so enthralled in their own emotions and all of this, they're missing key things. Just like
Hmm.
with that one, he's mad at her, but all along he was the problem. Cause how you gonna cheat on
Hmm.
somebody and then get mad that they mad that you cheat on them? Stop playing with me.
But think about how folks really just kind of forget the part that they played in some stuff, and they the victim.
Okay, like you're not the victim in this. You are the causer of everything.
The issue, right?
And then had that lady answering his phone. Come on, she was wrong for answering that phone. Come on, well
Yeah.
she don't normally ever call. Don't mean you supposed to cheat
Man.
on and have somebody else answer the phone. Come on, be for
Yeah,
real.
that was. But yeah, I mean, really, I guess Black Mirror is really just futuristic, but I think it really is telling what the future is really going to be
Yeah.
later on down the line. I would
Now,
say probably in at least the next. I'm gonna go next 20 years, and we may and may not be here. Who knows? Uh, what the world as far as
no, I
technology
want to
goes.
be I want to be here. Lord, listening, I want to be here.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, but it's gonna be technology is gonna be something. Let's just say that. It's gonna be very interesting. And I think Black Mirror does a good job of giving us insight as to what the future can hold as far as technology and
Yeah,
AI goes. Because let me tell you, they using that AI right now for the good of laughter,
with the
and I'm
babies,
here for
with the babies.
it. With the babies. Let me tell you, the baby Nene and the baby Amy and Tammy, baby from
Oh,
600-Pound Life and
oh,
Doctor Now
oh.
is giving me all the life that I need.
When I want to crack up, I watch that. I watch the one where she's like, I think the where she thinks she's pregnant or whatever, and they was like, so what are you doing, or what kind of cravings you're having? And she's like,
And
I'm
she was
drinking
like,
water.
"Oh,
And then the sister's like, you're thirsty. You're just thirsty. Yeah.
that there gives me life. I've seen one today. I know this ain't on topic, but I've seen one today with Dave Chappelle being Rick James, and
Oh.
yeah, that one was funny. What else? There was another one.
I
I
think
saw
they did
Doctor Now.
one of Kim Wang's
Oh, I hadn't
like
seen that one.
in living color.
Fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Peace out. Shout out to the people that's using AI
For the
for that.
for the babies.
Yeah,
What did you think about
for the baby.
the Common People episode where they had that subscription? I said if they ain't talking about Netflix and all these other places making you have a subscription, um, so
Oh,
you don't have
is
ads.
that the one with wait a minute, with Tracy Ellis Ross in it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. That was Netflix and Hulu and everybody else tied up in it. Cause if you want ads, don't want ads, you got to pay for it. If you want to be able to rewind, you need this. So it was just like, and I was mad at them folks because it was like they kept trying everything to kind of stay above. And then when she was like, "Are you having erectile dysfunction or whatever it was?" She was saying, the woman I
That
got
was
fired from the
wild.
school.
That was wild. Well, then she gets suspended or whatever because she was like, "Well, God, da 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 da," or something like that to that little boy, and then the little boy was like, "My mama said I can't talk to you no more." I was like,
No, and then too, when they couldn't go outside of the zone area, which
yeah, when
reminded me
she
when
fainted.
you was yes, or she went mute. That reminded me of when cell phones were like if you was
Oh,
outside of your
Roman.
coverage area, roaming. Yes. And then too, like that divide, like this man, they gave away. Well, let's say this first. He was doing strange things to
Okay.
get her tooth is chipped, drinking pee, all of that stuff to like get her to the next level. And I felt like I was like, see, you keep fucking with these folks. You're doing updates. Now she got to have ads. Now she want to go somewhere. She got to buy a day pass or whatever. And just think, that's probably how we gonna be again in the future.
And I'll be like, "Baby, you need to teach online classes so you don't have to talk. You need to just be like, we are gonna chat this whole conversation. We're gonna chat your learning. I am monitoring you." I don't
Yeah.
know, like that one, like I saw that, obviously he was working real hard to try to get her to be able to get to a point where she didn't have the ass so she can work and all this stuff. But to
Right.
me, I would have been like, at this point, just let the lady have ads because
But then she
y'all
had
get
to
into
sleep.
ridiculous prices. Y'all get into ridiculous prices because once they said you got to pay $1,800 a month, I would have said, you know what? I'm okay with ads. I'm okay with sleeping all day. Go ahead, 20
But
hours
then
a day of sleep. I'm okay with it.
But then not only was it that, it was like, okay, you paying $30. Then on top of the $30, you got to pay $80. And then on top of $80, you got to pay $300. It was just like you just kept it was like I pay $80, but it included everything in the $30
Yeah.
package plus. It just kept going up, up, up. And I was like, dang, this is bananas. I was like, I'm glad he let her go.
Okay.
Because she should have been gone. At
Well, he
this point,
didn't
I
let her
would have been like,
go. I
well,
will.
she kind
Well,
of drifted.
yeah.
Battery died, I guess, so to say.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
no, he didn't. Well, he did let her go in a sense.
he let her go.
Eh,
Because at that point,
he
he didn't have
pushed
to
her.
pay no more.
He pushed her to go.
He didn't have to. He gave her 30 minutes of sunshine.
Mm. But yeah, but
That's
yeah,
all he could afford.
but yeah, Black Mirror is definitely an interesting, very, 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 very interesting show. I feel like the new season is coming out soon. Even though, like I
Yeah.
said, I thought that season, just came out in April.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how any of that works. It did just come out in April. It came out in April. So
Oh,
I don't, maybe, no.
AI is making them come back quicker.
Well, maybe I misunderstood, but I will say I did. Now I can briefly touch on USS Callister or whatever. That was a I didn't realize the episode was that long, but I was like, but it was a lot longer than all the other episodes. But
Right.
I thought that was a good one. That was a
Okay, I'll watch
Yeah, I think you should watch it. I thought it was a really good one. It was about a video game basically and owner, and
it.
it was giving me um investor like um you have one person that's investor, one person that's the brainchild of it. and that person is
So
smart because the man didn't even know how to play his own video game. Come on, you didn't create it. Stop playing with me. You didn't even know how to play your own video game. So
okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because it sounds like a show. I forgot that I had to tell you about to watch on Max about the submarine that went down, that exploded.
oh yeah.
Watch that because it sounded like that man on there didn't know what he was doing, but yet taking folks' money.
Yeah, with the what they say the PlayStation. No, them people
With the
ain't no longer
controller.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so let me not with that.
where
But
they
yeah,
rest.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yeah,
yeah,
but
watch that.
overall, Black Mirror to me, it's a very interesting. If you like sci-fi, if you like technology, if you like, futuristic, if you like a little quirky and stuff, then yeah, definitely give it a try. It's on Netflix. So
Yeah, definitely worth the watch.
so what we're gonna talk about now is gonna be talking about doo-doo garbage.
How he gonna be mad? See,
Like I don't know what DDG stands for my own self, and
I
like,
think
and then
it
they should have been
means.
trying to jump on him. I'm sorry, but I don't even know what DDG stands for.
I
I think
think
his
it
first
is.
name's like Daryl or something.
No, they got something to do with where he from. He from Michigan, right?
Oh, mm.
I think he from Michigan, and I want to say, uh, God, Grand DDG Detroit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and see what it means. I feel like it means something about Michigan, but I may be wrong. Uh oh, Dare Dwayne Granberry.
Yeah, okay. I
No,
told you I
oh,
thought his name was like Daryl or something.
okay. I don't know why I thought he's from Pontiac, Michigan. I'm sorry. I knew Michigan was somewhere. But how he gonna get mad? This is the thing. DDG Haley, a Little Mermaid baby daddy. How you gonna get mad at the man call you doo doo garbage? In his eyes, you could be garbage. You can't get. I mean, you be fighting everybody if you get mad because somebody call you doo doo garbage. Maybe he thought you was trash, and that's what he. Now, was he wrong with? Now, can we say the man probably should have said it out loud?
He just saying he the shh. I'd be like, oh, I am the shh.
He can't be mad at the man. The man don't like him. And I think this is the thing I think with little buddy is that he's still in his feelings because Little Mermaid left him, and she trying to get custody of the baby or whatever, and he in his feelings real bad. He really is. He in his feelings real bad, and the people's is talking about him.
Yeah.
And so he hurt. So anybody that come around here talking about him, he gets it. He hurt. He just bummed. But if you trash, you trash. Now he ain't on my Spotify. He ain't on my Pandora, nor my Apple Music, nor on. And when I do listen to Spotify, he's not on my Spotify. So let's put that out there. He's also not in my genre of people that I know. No. So, hey, you trash, you trash. Everybody can't be liked by everybody. And that just happened to be a day that you was not liked, Mr. DDG. Capitalize off of.
I think for them to jump him, first of all, I always feel like anytime somebody is jumping somebody, it's like multiple people on one person. Y'all are trash. That's trash behavior to me. Like,
Oh, that's a sucker
do it
move.
really?
Let
And
him.
then
Yeah.
somebody grabbed him from the back and threw him down. Like he didn't even know you was there. Like I don't even like fights like that.
Again, I think it was unnecessary. And again, If the people, everybody ain't gonna like your brother rapping or streaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
And honestly, just think about it. Folks really didn't know who he was or didn't recognize him until he got with Little Mermaid.
Well, I will say in his defense, there's a lot of people that knew who he was. We're just not none of those people.
And again,
We're
he's
not.
not in our
Yeah.
he's not in our uh what's the word I'm looking for? He's not on my radar.
Definitely not. Because
I
when I
mean,
don't, I
I
don't, I
didn't.
don't have Twitch. I don't have any of those things that, and I'm not playing video games, and I'm definitely not watching nobody play video games. I'll be like, listen, like I be calling little baby kids, and they be playing the video game sometimes. Like, but I'm not looking at them playing the video game or anything like that. I'm just talking to them, and even sometimes I'm like, I don't even see y'all. Bye. Because their
So,
camera is pointed somewhere else. Most time now, I don't even FaceTime them no more because they just gonna let me see the ceiling. I don't have time for that. My little
well,
baby got a haircut and everything. You ain't even trying to show me the haircut. You want to show me everything. Like, yeah, I don't have time. So I just call them regular now.
so I just think little buddy need to, you know, coast this on out, DD. You know, DDG, doodoo garbage, whatever the man called him. You know,
Like, I can't believe that of all things made you that mad. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand if somebody is, you know, not saying your name correctly and all this stuff. Cause I don't call nobody name correctly. I'm just gonna be honest. Most people I don't call their name correctly. Not because I can't say their name. It's just because I decided that I wanted to change their name. So so with that being said, like the only reason, because I know somebody had mentioned something about Daryl, so that's the only reason why. And I just found that out, I think, once the court thing, once they talked,
went out.
it was came out about the whole, stalker, whatever, allegations that Haley had. Other than that, I probably would not know that his name was Daryl. But when you're using initials and stuff like that, you can't get mad at people if they don't know your name. Like it's it's not like I just don't think you can get mad. So he's in his feelings. He's probably
He
just
been in his feelings, and he gonna
yeah.
stay in his feelings until he find him somebody, somebody else. To the little court thing blow over. But yeah, his feelings is hurt, and he taking it because he know he can't take it out on her. Because he know he'll end up in jail if end up boogered up. So at this point, he like, okay, I'll take it out. But again, like you say, that's a sucker move. If you hadn't had to yank that man from the back, he didn't even see you come. He
And
probably just
it
walking.
was already 2 or 3 people fighting him. Like, come on. How you gonna grab him from the back and he already trying to fight 2 other people? You are the doo-doo garbage. That's what your name should be. You're the doo-doo
And
garbage.
you do the garbage for that one because again, that's a sucker move. If you like that man didn't even have opportunity to see it, he probably would just like do the garbage and walk on by. What if it wasn't him that
You
said
just said it then. It's hilarious. like
just think about it. If I call Alicia Keys Alicia Keyboard.
okay.
Keisha Coleslaw. I mean
And people have called her that.
Angela Bassett Hound. It ain't nothing against you.
No disrespect to Angela Bassett.
And I love him. But again, we just going based off and I look.
Angela Basket. Such as life.
It ain't nothing against them. But that doo-doo garbage might have been just a taint too far. But I mean, it's catchy. Just saying. Roll with it, Diddy.
But
Mm-hmm.
your whole boys and all that stuff jumping on him, like I just don't understand. And then this is the thing. You are now like, and even if you weren't already noticeable, now you're extremely noticeable to a lot of people. People are gonna like once you reach a level of success,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you get different kind of attacks. You know, we got 50 subscribers. Next thing you know, somebody done posted on our face, I mean on our Instagram, we monkeys. Come on, like be for real. But at the same time, you don't play into those. Like neither one of us played
Right.
into it. I just said, well, that's if that makes you feel better. Cause literally,
Be blessed.
I could care less. I know I'm
You
not
know, and it's
happy.
but you know when it is like our good sister Tab Bryan that time when she got sister Wendy Williams together real nicely, real calm, all of that good stuff. It's a way to do things.
Yeah.
And he acting out because now what he probably feels like he has to do is defend his manhood or whatever, or his name. First
But
of
it was
all,
his
we
but it was his brother, and that all that is just making you look bad because now not only do you seem to allegedly have a history of violence with your ex-girlfriend with Haley and all of this stuff, now your friends and your brother is also showing violent tendencies as well. So that's not good.
and that ain't gonna help you in a court of law. And
Mhm.
considering how the thing how they pulling up stuff now for folks in court, baby, that ain't gonna help you with your fight.
Nope.
So again, you could have just let that one ride, coast on by, you know, and let it be, because now you got that. Although again, it wasn't you, but it was your homeboy, somebody you was associated with, and now they gonna have a charge trying to defend you and all of that carrying on. So no, it makes no sense.
Yep.
DDG.
Doo doo garbage.
Do the world.
I just like saying it that way.
Let it go. I'm gonna say let it go. Doo doo. Let it go. DD.
Hey, Tamia. Hey, little
Let it
mama.
go. And the thing is, hey, and the thing is, this is that we know he got more money than the guy that said it. So let the man have his fun or whatever. You gonna be called something that's worse than doo garbage in the
Okay.
next day or so. So let that ride. You know, let it ride. Let it coast on out.
And don't get me wrong, I understand words have meaning, but like and have impact. I'm not naive or to think that it doesn't. But at the same time, come on, I feel like you done heard of other things being your name has been called something else before. That's just how I feel in my soul. You had to have people calling you something else. So be for real. If you're
Again,
gonna be
we've
anything,
all been
be for real.
we've all been called worse than what our names are. So
Okay.
therefore, let it ride on out, DD. G
Cause like I said, somebody call
double
me
D.
that, I'll be like, oh, I'm the shh. That's all I'll be like.
That is.
Okay.
And you know what? And
So
I would
and is
capitalize.
and him and I'll be like, and is. Bloop.
Give me some two ply, cause baby, I am the what. So the thing is
Okay.
this, coast it out.
Okay. In the words of Needy Leak, bloop. Needy Leak AI baby. Bloop. Yeah, I don't like I said, him being mad, that's just weird.
Very, very,
Really
very, very.
weird.
Yeah. So let it go, DD. Let it go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let it go.
So the people were mad down there on that social media because they thought Vanessa Bryant had a whole pregnancy. And they were like, how can she move on? She never cared about Kobe or her daughter if she wants to move on this quick.
It's been 5 years. That man been 6 years.
Like, is
How long
is
that man been dead?
in the words of one of my friends, is everything all right? Because let's just, if you're gonna be anything, be for real. He passed away in 2020, so he's been passed away for over 5 years now, because that was in January. Yeah, is everything all right? Because I'm afraid it's not all right.
This
Because
is when
why would you be mad at her if she got pregnant? Like, mm,
moving on. This is the thing. I know we talk about celebrities and all of that stuff, and again, we just small people in a big pond of talking about folks. But if that woman decided to move on and have a baby, that's her right. Her husband has been gone for 5 years. That lady she's entitled to move on. She could have moved on the next day if she wanted to. That's her business. Why are we concerned about folks who, again, that woman got more money than me, you, DDG, and everybody else, tangled up, twisted up, and tied up. And so if she felt she wanted to have another baby with another man, or even if she and her and Kobe had worked something out where he had saved his sperm or whatever the case may be, that woman could do whatever she wanted to do or wants to do.
yeah.
It's her body. So if she wanted to have another child, that's fine. But why is people concerned that that woman if she was pregnant? She could have gained a little weight. It could have been a bad day and she just a little bloated from eating. Why? Why are we
Because
concerned about that?
they love Kobe Bryant too much. This is my thing. If the roles were reversed and something happened and it was her instead of him, I guarantee you they would have been doping it, clapping him up, talking about, man, you got you a baddie, sight unseen, because they just gonna naturally assume he got him a baddie, and wouldn't have thought nothing of it. But because it's her, because it's a woman, they're like, you don't supposed to move on. Just like all the people mad at Russell and mad at Sierra because of that whole, because she had a child by Future and all that stuff. They want to be mad at her so bad. Meanwhile, she is in a what appears to be a loving, committed marriage with her husband, having kids by him. Meanwhile, he's on his 15th child with the 15th woman.
Let it go, people.
But the thing is, because Russell the problem.
No, they're not, because this is the thing. When a spouse dies, they expect the woman to sit and not do nothing, and she got to, she got to grieve and do all that stuff. Meanwhile, the man, he move on in 6 months. He the man, he fine. But again, even if the woman did move on, again, it's 5 years. She's entitled to move on. She could have moved on whenever she wanted to. That's her business. Again, like you say, Future got 12 baby mamas. That little NFL guy got several baby mamas. Cam and about to have another one. Yeah. So again, and my thing is, if the people can have these babies and afford them, let them have it. If that's their baby. A lot of y'all out here have babies with folks with no money.
Okay.
And getting tied up and tangled up in foolishness, fighting over a man who ain't really is sleeping probably on an air mattress. But you want to get mad at Vanessa Bryant, and she running around here going out there to Capri, Italy, right now on boats and things, eating caviar and all that good carrying on. Meanwhile, you riding, and nothing against the good people in the Nissan Altimas, baby, but you running around here in a beat up car and don't even know where your baby daddy is. Or or in the words of Lanita on the Housewives, even hood women know who their baby daddy is.
Let that woman be. Said is that she was like, the hood chicks know, they may not know their baby daddy, but they know when they supposed to give birth, because they was talking about the whole Phaedra didn't know
That
what she
part.
was, how many months she was. They was like, but they know how many months they are.
So let it be. We worried about the wrong thing. Let that woman and her uterus, cervix, whatever it is, her body handle whatever it is she got. Let her have it. Let her do it. That's her business. That's between her gynecologist, and her God.
Okay.
They ain't got
Now
nothing to do with us.
I did read somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, because but they were saying that apparently there was a stipulation or whatever about her not like remarrying or something like that. She like I,
How
I
these
don't know.
folks know what's in this woman's stipulations in the contract? And I'm quite sure all this is down in the court system and can be looked up if you got enough time on your hand. Um, but how they know? How they know that man put in his papers she can't have nobody?
Okay. I'm like, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of weirdness to me. The obsession they have that that they just have with celebrities, like the celebrities, like the athletes. It's just weird to me. It's so weird.
You know, that's not one celebrity.
How are you expecting someone to not move on with their life? Like, I don't know.
There's not one celebrity I don't think that has got me where I feel like I got to know each and everything about them. Now, if I see that there's some gossip, yeah, then I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole. But again, I'm not gonna, be all in to see what somebody else is doing. No, because
Yeah.
that ain't my business. To keep a post about them. Like I know people go hard for Beyonce, but Beyonce really don't know y'all. She don't know any of us. She don't.
Not
Beyonce
she
don't
don't
know
know
her.
y'all.
She don't know us. That lady don't know us. She's appreciative of her fans, but again, there's nobody where we need to go. Some folks don't even go that hard for Jesus Christ, and He died for our sins.
What you say?
You see what
Oh,
I'm saying? People don't even go that hard for their parents, and they done got them out of a bind a time or two.
okay.
But baby, these folks, but these celebrities, they go all hard for. No. Nope.
I know this is
Get your
so off
life together,
topic,
people.
but you know that Miss Netta was saying that her and Charles was supposed to come to a steak and shake in Nashville, and I guess I don't know what they were supposed to do. I'm just gonna be honest, because I ain't like, that was just so random to me. Like, oh yeah, we're having a meet and greet at Steak and Shake, or are we doing some kind of thing at Steak and Shake? Like, is everything all right? I don't,
Let
like,
me ask you, well,
I don't know.
where are they living at? Like, where they, like,
They from
what
Alabama,
state?
Alabama, Silicaga, if I'm not mistaken.
They're down there by what? Down there by
Close to
Auburn and
Birmingham.
all this?
Yeah,
Oh, Birmingham.
like it's probably like halfway. I guess probably like halfway in between. I guess
And
Birmingham and
and
Auburn.
and the steak and the shake,
Hmm.
they could have went to Popeye.
In Nashville. And
See,
apparently
and this
all
is the
these people was calling because people wanted to see us and all this stuff. But then allegedly somebody was like they wanted to get like uh charge like so much money per person that was going to try to take a picture or something with them. I think somebody said 1,000. I think that was an exaggeration, but I don't know. People are delusional. I told you, people have audacity and delusions.
and that's called mental illness. But this is the thing here. Uh I have a problem with clearly anybody can get famous. I mean, and for them to think that they are at that level where they feel like they have to charge allegedly $1,000 to take a picture when I don't think that they're worth 10, honestly. Now, you know what? I get a people 10. 100, you're pushing it. Because I would say if I was, let's just, I don't know who they manager is or if they doing all this stuff, if they booking this stuff themselves. I don't know.
Like, how do you book a steak and
Somebody
shake?
you don't. You just walk in there, I guess.
Steak and shake. Me and Mila come. We'll ask questions. Have a whole podcast episode.
You know what? I would much rather go down there to the Total Wine, baby, and ask the people, what is you buying and why are you buying it?
But because you
What
want to
is your
go,
favorite liquor?
because you want to go to Total Wine anyway, and you be in Total Wine anyway.
That part. So again, I'm trying to figure out why is they messing up the good people name down there at the Steak and the Shake. First of all, I just feel like Steak and Shake is just a taint to high class. Steak and Shake is where families go with kids. It's real quiet. It's real low key. You know, Steak and Shake. You don't hear nothing about them bad in the thing. You why you could have went to Popeyes. Could have went to Crystals. Could have went to Whataburger. Uh, what's the other little thing they probably could have went to the Waffle House if I hadn't said that. It's like this. Matter of fact, you could have went to the park. I would have said if you told me we having a gathering at a kickback at the park, and you could have put a step and repeat up, whatever them little stands things
Okay,
up,
yeah,
and you
backdrop.
could have backdrop. You could have took pictures at the park. It's the day it was sunny, it was pretty, but you down there want to mess up the good people at the Steak and Shake time and energy, and they good waiting area right now with some foolishness. Because clearly she already done got boogered up talking about, and I don't even know what possessed her to say the stuff that she said about the lotion she done got from the Bath and the Body Works.
Somebody said it was a joke. I don't know.
No,
I don't know if it was a joke or not. It wasn't a good joke.
that was not a good joke. And I even when the people played the clip back again, when you kind of see they kind of do the side by side comparison
Yeah.
on there. There was not one time when she said her HIV, her syphilis, her because she kept hitting her chest.
Yeah.
Not one time did she say any of that. But why would you say that though? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would you say that about a lotion?
I
Like
don't know.
again, I know people do a lot of stuff to become viral, and I feel like you need to be strategic when you going viral or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Because again, that shit can intend to backfire on you.
Yep.
And in her case, and in their case rather, I think their 15 minutes of fame or even 10 minutes of fame has kind of dwindled down. And I think now they trying to, she's just doing any and everything because they not celebrities. It's not like they not even D-list. They really
Z.
about we Z. I mean, I'm really,
We'll give
and
him
I was
Y. I'll
pushing
give
it
him
now.
Y. I'll give him Y.
I mean, if you want to give them why, but I feel like we got several other folks before they get to the why. Uh, so again, they not celebrities. They just happen to be social media folks that kind of capitalize off that fame. But then I don't. My thing is this: do we see anything better from them capitalizing off that fame?
Yeah. I I know that they get on there and like but a lot of people do that as well. They get on like their lives, especially on TikToks, and they're like, I do this. I need to make sure I have, because people make fun of it. I need to, or even people that go live on Facebook. I need to, once I get 50, I start. Once I get 500, I start this. I start telling the story. I gotta let people get on live. I gotta let people get on live and give me $40 here. Give me, because like on TikTok, apparently you can ask for money and stuff like that. So like they're asking, like there was a video of her asking for money, and I'm like, why is people literally like, who are they? Don't get me wrong, I'm not like, we all precious in the Lord's eyes, but why is people just voluntarily giving Netta and Charles money just randomly, just to hear them talk about whatever she talks about, which I don't know and I don't think she know.
And I guess that's the beauty of it. She don't know. Neither do any of them know. And at this point, it's giving them a little bit cash. So you know what? Go
Yeah.
off, people. I'm happy for you. But don't go down there disrupting them people at the Steak and Shake. There's
Okay.
plenty parks that you can go to. You can pull up to a
You
park and
said
say,
parks.
pull up to the closest part between wherever you coming from, state line, and say, I am here. Now don't go down here now. Just pull up. Just pull up and say, hey, I'm here. And the people will come, I guess, if they want to see you, those that are not at
Yeah.
work. And school is out, so people can come, and see you. But don't go to Steak and Shake. Mm-mm.
Well, now they're going to
No.
be in like North Carolina or one of those Carolinas now. They're like, we're going to Carolina or whatever now, and da 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 da, and all this stuff. So
So
I
they just road tripping is what they do. They gassing up the car, just riding.
I guess they going wherever the money go. But I'm
I
like, if
mean,
somebody was really, but this is my thought, if somebody was really paying you for real to go there, or like, did somebody do this as a joke? Because it's just the most random thing ever. Like, go show up at the local Steak and Shake. That is so random. But don't get me wrong. I think Steak and Shake does have like sometimes do car shows.
car,
I know, but I'm just saying they be having
not people.
events. You said car, not people.
Car, not people shows. Car. They doing that foolishness. No. Mm-mm. No. Uh-uh. Again, I know people like to go viral,
Yeah,
but it seems like there has to be a more strategic way. I think the best person I think right now that has went viral is the baby girl that was on in the Packer in the stand.
oh, top tier.
I think she's the best one that has went viral. She ain't really done nothing. She here now, but it ain't like, and maybe just not on my social media feed, but she ain't out there. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
she's not.
I like what she did, whether it was legit or whether it was, all a gimmick. I like how she played it. Let the people know you. Let the people wonder where you at. She could have been at home sitting on the couch. The people thought she was boogered up over there in Dubai in jail smoking a cigarette. She could have been at home chilling. I like that. Cause see, she gave the people a little something. They missed her. She came back and she back low.
Yeah,
That's how you do. Don't go out here cooking and want to do all this and unwrapping all these meeting this Steak and Shake. No, stupid.
yeah. Steak and Shake,
Mm-mm.
like I said, that has to be one of the most random things
Random.
ever,
I mean,
ever.
if you told me if you would have said they died there at the good cookout, I might have would have said, "Oh, that fits them."
But not the
Steak
Steak
and
and
Shake,
Shake.
Steak and Shake to me is just too wholesome. Mm-mm. If you told me you was at the Captain D's, I would have gave you a side eye because I like the good Captain D's. Uh, mm-mm, mm-mm. Could have done better, but hey. Let them go. They got fans. They got more fans, I guess, than we got.
Yeah.
But at least we getting ours honest.
Okay.
And they getting however they getting it.
Yep.
Just saying.
So now we're gonna have to talk about celebrity culture. No, it really ain't. It's in the same tailspin as Miss Netta and Charles. So look, Miss Shirley, I don't can't think of what her real name is, but she's
I'm
the
just saying, how did she get the name Miss Shirley?
I don't know. And people was talking about the fact that I don't know what happened to Shirley Temple, but apparently people know what happened to Shirley Temple. And it was like, it's kind of like the same way that they're doing her. But basically, this little girl who is probably like 4 or 5 years old had a whole meet and greet. There were grown people from the looks of what I saw, but keep in mind that I understand that a lot of times people people maneuver stuff or have stuff displayed in a way to frame the message that they want to have displayed. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was majority grown men, but most of the pictures that I saw were mostly grown men that were doing these meet and greets with this little baby. Some one or two allegedly drove hours just to come meet up to pick up this child and take a picture with the child. I am disturbed.
I am very disturbed also because first of all, we have now. I'm all for the little girl having fun and dancing, with her parental supervision. I think it's a little too far when she got a whole meet and greet, and then you got grown men picking up because we know that there are pedophiles out there in this world, and they love probably a meet and greet or something like that. And I think that was inappropriate to do a meet and greet. If she's gonna be somewhere, she can do her boots on the ground, baby, with the kindergarten class that's graduating and preschoolers that's going to kindergarten. Need to be within her age bracket. She don't need to be nowhere with no grown folks boots on the ground. Now she was on TV, she was with her mama. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
she don't need to be nowhere with no grown folks doing a meet and greet. Her meet and greet need to be at
At
no
Chuck E.
further than the
Cheese.
first grade.
Chuck E.
That part.
Cheese. That's what,
Chuck E.
and,
Cheese.
and they were because people
CC's
were
Pizza said she wanted there. She can
yeah,
meet him at the CC's Pizza. It need to be
a
kid
Golden
appropriate.
Corral. Golden Corral is acceptable as well. But they
And
were mentioning that she was performing or had appearances or whatever in places that were literally clubs, and I'm like, again, in the words of my friend, is everything all right? Because it can't be. Because the minute you tell me, and like, don't get me wrong, the I know some months back people were mad at the little kids that were having the little nightclub birthday party or whatever, with the little bottles and all this stuff. First of all, I thought that was cute. Just saying.
and they was at that, what is that?
It was like some kind of restaurant or whatever, but
Yeah.
it was just like, I think that's cute because the little baby kids know that I give them the good stuff, aka the Welch's grape juice. They got the
Hmm.
sangrias, they got all of that stuff. So I say all that to say I think a lot of stuff could technically be okay and stuff like that. But me personally, a 4-year old going into the club with the all the adults, I would not want to. Sometimes, as a grown woman, I don't want to put myself in that position.
Right.
The
Yeah.
last thing I would want to do is put my little child in that position. So, that's
And
why
I
I
think
say that.
and I think that's a bit much. Now I know that there was a man that had called CPS on her. He wasn't in the state, but he did call CPS. Uh I mean, I can't really say the man was right or wrong. The kid shouldn't have been there, but I feel like he should have. There could have been somebody. I'm sure somebody else in that city where she was at, and probably reported it. And this is the thing too. She all on social media, so we know the feds be watching. 2 Chainz told us that the feds be watching, so we know they see where that little girl at. They see her at a club, or they see grown men picking her up. They see everything. Now, whether they do something is a different thing. But she does not need to be in a club, boots on the ground. Because again, her demographic need to be age 2 to 6.
Okay.
2 to 6. You know, that's what she need. She need to be at again at the pre-K graduation showdown
Okay.
and playing kids ball. That's where they need to be. I don't I don't know why would some a grown man drive 2 hours for a meet and greet with a little kid that all she doing is dancing to boots on the ground. What make you feel like that is somebody that you desperately have to see? High as gas is, and you getting in your damn car driving? That's pedophile. That is in fucking appropriate to be doing it.
Yeah,
It is.
it gives me a creep vibe. Like I'm like, no, that's not definitely not appropriate. Just
No,
creepy.
that's
Like the
beyond
fact that
creepy.
you would want to do that. And
And
like I
I
said,
know,
I understand that it may have only been just a few men, but like I said, I know also that that's all I really saw. I really didn't see like other little kids, them bringing their little kids, because that would have been one thing. Like, oh my, because I could see like my little mini me, her daughter, if she knows who she is, she may want to meet her because my niece, she can dance. So she probably trying to, battle her like she be trying to dance battle me. So I could see if you taking your child to go see it, her daddy or
right.
something taking her to go see it or something like that. But just in the thought of her, I'm like, this is a kid, like that's just doing boots on the ground. Like, what is up?
And again, I think that's inappropriate uh for grown people to drive 2 hours to see that. And I mean, I just think it's wrong. And again, we know that the peoples is watching. And I'm sure somebody reported it or whatever. Um, and again, the guy that did report it that didn't live there, he was a concerned person because he again said the same thing. There should not be a grown person picking this girl up. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't care if her mama is right there. A crook would be able to figure out any way to do something inappropriate with a child, whether a parent is there or not.
yeah,
And I just feel that again, that's putting that girl in danger when she does not need to be in danger.
yeah. I
You
agree.
know, that's just wrong. You know, she's a cute little girl, but she need to be again at the preschool functions and at her own family reunion with her family.
In her own
She'll
family
need
reunion.
her own family reunion. Anything outside of the pre-K graduation, she'll need to be there.
Yeah,
If there was a grand opening of the Chuck E. Cheese,
her name, the first
of the,
one on the list.
she can be there. She can be there. And
Boom,
then if you
boom,
come,
boom.
you need to make sure you got a toddler that is there. You don't need no grown folks coming up in there, and you ain't got nan child to be in there dancing to whoever the folks Chuck E. Cheese up there on stage. No.
Like, and
Mm-mm.
then this is my thing. Like, it's a kid. Like, it's nobody, like, don't get me wrong, cute little girl. She knows how to dance and stuff like that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, but she just a kid just doing a dance. Why are you so mesmerized by that you want to
Right.
be like, I need to have a meet and greet with that person? Or are you okay?
Again, in fucking appropriate. And that means that they need to be in what? Jail. No, them people Chris Hansen be trying to get on to catch a predator. Mm-mm. No,
Now,
that's bad business.
I will like to say that if you have any movies or restaurants or anything you want us to try, or a show you want us to watch, or a movie you want us to watch, you can always contact us at reallifeishfriends at gmail.com, or contact us at 615-475-8152. But yeah, I think it's totally inappropriate for I just think it's inappropriate. Like, I just don't see a world that makes sense for you to drive for and be like, I want to see this child. Like, yeah, the little child is cute and all that stuff, but like, to be like, I need to just go to this child and pick up this child. No.
I need to drive 3 hours to Atlanta to see a little girl doing boots on the ground. When there's 50 left grown folks that's doing boots on the ground in the city that I'm in. Mm-mm.
And oh my goodness, just like that whatever Janae, whatever girl that uh said that she was getting that $6,000. Now, baby, let me just say something right here. That's a grown, she grown.
Ooh.
But the girl, she's like
Oh, is that the
biracial.
little white girl?
She's biracial apparently.
Oh, is she?
Mhm. And she was saying that they was paying her $6,000 to show up. Baby, just to hit the 1-2 step.
And
Listen,
now that,
I
yes,
need to figure out how to capitalize on things like that as a grown person, so
because
other grown people can see me. If they hype them up, hype them up, hype them up,
this is the
hype them
thing.
up.
At this big age, I want to be able to capitalize on something where I ain't gonna embarrass my dead mama
That you didn't want to
or my
embarrass what?
family, my dead mama or family members. Not at this big age. No.
You ain't gonna be dangerous.
Cause I want to get to heaven, and I know the last thing I need to be doing at this big age is embarrassing my family. But if I can do it with dignity and respect, bloom, 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 with them fans or whatever it is, 2-step, I do it. I do 2-step. Something. Mm-mm. Nope. No. But hey, I ain't mad at the people. Hey, in the words of Ike Turner, do your little la-da-da thing, baby. Make it work for you. But Miss Shirley, I need you to be at home learning them colors
Okay.
and them numbers and learning how to write in cursive, because
And
writing in
shape.
cursive is going. That is because writing in cursive is about to be
Now you want her to
obsolete.
be a little bit too offensive. You want her to write in cursive. She
Because
only
it's
a
going out. It's like
child.
going out.
She only a
Baby,
child.
if she can ask us where them fans at, she can write in cursive.
That baby probably can't even. That baby. First of all, is using them big pencils and big crayons to write in color. So
Well, let me tell you, before she got out there, baby, and started asking where them fans at, and I'd have asked her, what's 4 + 4?
uh,
Why you right here? You right here do this 2-step and counting back, and it's 12 count, baby. Show me something. Show me. I need to know you can do something before you get out there and wave a flag, a fan.
oh man, I wish I was in arm's length of my fan and I would pop it.
No, that's all right. We good, love. We good.
The shout out for episode 26 of Real Life is Friends podcast. It's
Mm.
going to be, what's his real name? David Braxton Jr., who was sworn in by his father, a judge in Detroit. So, David Braxton Jr. is a new attorney in the Detroit area. I think he
Mm.
really in Detroit, but I'm just gonna say Detroit area because sometimes people be saying the city, and that's not really the city they from. So, out of respect for accuracy, the truth. So his father, like I said, who is a judge, was able to sworn him in his courtroom.
Mm.
So, and apparently after they shared a emotional hug marking the memory. And I just think that's a great thing to, first of all, because this is, I guess for some people it's probably still graduation season. But this more
It
bit
is.
more on the tail end of graduation season. It's for those people in those states that think you're supposed to go to school in June. Those people. Um
I go to school in June,
but for the other people
and I cannot.
that know that May is the end of the school year. So yeah, so I want
Summer
to shout
school.
out
Maybe they
to,
think it's summer.
huh?
Maybe they think in summer school.
Mm. But I want to shout out to him and his father for having that great moment. Because I think a lot of times parents do like when their kids follow in their footsteps. Plus, big ups to them for both being you know in the legal. Well, how do I do it? Say it. I'm just gonna say, well, technically a judge.
Judicial.
Yeah, not sure what word I'm looking for, but shout out to them.
Kudos.
Shout out to them for him following his son's, I mean, following his father's path. And so shout out to David Braxton Jr. And I'm just gonna naturally assume that since he's junior, his father is Judge David Braxton Sr.
Ma'am, I'm just hang up.
So
I'm
yeah,
about to.
but shout out to the
I'm about to hang
lawyer.
up.
Shout out to them for keeping that
Stop.
tradition and legacy. You know, big ups to them for the two seemingly black men. Um, so yeah, so shout out to David Braxton Jr. and David Braxton Sr. for
Shout
carrying
out
the
to Todd.
for,
Shout
for
out to
carrying
Todd
the torch.
Chrisley.
Now what?
Shout out to Todd Chrisley. He's free.
Okay, Unc said he better not catch you doing boots on the ground.
Hey, KLT. Shout out. We didn't shout out the. We didn't talk about the. We'll say that for
Wait,
next
we
week.
talk about what?
The I want Savannah Chrisley to go home and
Oh, my bad.
reunite with her parents while she right here now trying to
Hold on, hold on,
trying
hold
to
on, hold
free.
on. I forgot about that. Hold on. The nerve. Go ahead.
The audacity or the caucasity, as the people say.
Again, audacity and delusions.
This girl went down there and gave her good money. Cause we gonna say that's what she did. She gave her good money from the Christmas knows best and said, "I'm gonna fight for my mom and daddy to get out of jail." And what she do? She got them out of jail. And Todd. Now I was gonna counsel them all the way to Todd said, There was some, some differences how the blacks and the whites was treated in jail. And I rock with Todd. Todd got that that baby. And so maybe he can kind of help her along the way. But Savannah, sassy, as that little girl called you, get somewhere and sit down. Your mom and dad is free. If you want to do prison reform and help people, the first person you don't need, the person you do not need to be helping right now is Tory Lanez.
Okay.
That is that. There's you could have went and got C Murder out of jail, baby, and I'd have been on your team.
Okay.
You not talking about you don't talk to him and it's some disparages or whatever it is in the case, and I talked to his daddy. Baby, we got footage. Let him stay in jail. If you want to help somebody get out, because see now she trying to take a page out of Kim Kardashian playbook.
That's exactly what she was giving to me. I said, oh, so she want to be a Kardashian. She want to keep up with them.
She trying to keep up with him because see, this is the thing, baby. Kim done got her baby law degree. She did her due diligence and got her, got a few people out. But what you are not, Savannah, first of all, the people thought, baby, you were dumb as a box of goddamn rocks. And was questioning how you end up with Grayson and Chloe. And then now you want to sit right here and go to the conventions and talk about reform. Well, we got to realize now what your mom and daddy did was wrong. They took them people money. They lied because somebody like me end up in the prison system and would be gone for the rest of my natural born life. But what you not gonna do is get in your car and film yourself and say who you helping and who daddy you done talk to. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not what we about to do. No. Sassy. You got your mom and dad at home. Do that week of therapy that you said you wanted to do with them on that talk show, and you want everybody to do a whole intense therapy. They getting back in the groove of things. Help them get hair appointments so they can get their hair dyed back and stuff like that. Take them shopping. Catch them up on the latest TV show. They trying to tell you what to do. Help them, because they ain't been to the salon. The roots is showing. You see what I'm saying? They done lost pounds, gained pounds. Take them shopping. Tell them what's going on the latest shows. You can get them caught up. Get them a new cell phone. There's a list of things that you can do to help them get acclimated back to the real world. You missed 2 Christmases. You missed 2 Thanksgivings. 2 Halloweens. 2 Easters. 2 of everything. Catch up on that right now. Don't be running around here trying to free Tory. Baby, he done got stabbed 20 times in prison. Let him heal. Let the system do what it needs to do for him. But you work on your family.
This is my thing. Why is so many people so intent on that is the hill that they want to die on with Tory being free? It's beyond my wildest dreams. Again, Audacity and Delusions. First of all, because she even was like, do you think that do you think that he shot Meg the Stallion and all this stuff? First of all, one of his crimes had to do with the fact that he was already a felon in possession of a gun. In fact, I don't even know for sure when I go back and look at the thing. I don't even think one of the things, maybe it was, let me not, but most of Tory issue has to do with allegedly they gave him a plea deal. He didn't want to take the plea deal. Megan tried to help him and tried to cover what was happening. Everybody has turned on her. You got Amber Rose talking about well, Tory needs to be free. You got some kind of representative or some kind of politician in Florida talking about she needs to see about Gavin Newsom freeing Tory and all of this stuff. First of all, shut up. Second of all, Savannah, what is you even talking about anyway? Because your buddy pass with the current administration is not going to help Tory Lanez, because that is a state crime that he was convicted of. And the only person that can give him any kind of pardon is going to be the governor. And you really think Gavin Newsom is going to get
Gavin ain't
somebody with
giving up
all
nothing.
Okay. And second of all, like other people have said, he wants to talk all of this stuff now. Why wasn't he talking on during the trial? If you're saying Kelsey is the one that did it and this, that, and the third, why wasn't that presented during the trial? Because you're lying.
Well, and this is my thing. They keep they acting like he is the victim.
Yeah.
Meg is the victim in all of this. And y'all, at this point, y'all are victim shaming. Nobody's believing her when there's evidence and stuff that proves it. So again, sassy, find you something else to do. That's not what you need to do.
And not to mention, you had 50-11 people talking about, well, she wasn't shot. She wasn't shot. They said she wasn't shot. There was glass. There was glass. And now the same people talking about, well, Kelsey shot her, so she was shot then. Okay.
That part.
Y'all is getting on my nerves. The fact that y'all, and that's another person who cared about Tory Lanez before this whole incident. Give me one song of Tory Lanez. I guarantee you I got nothing for you.
Again, he like what the man doo-doo garbage is that little buddy called DDG.
Yeah.
He ain't on my Pandora, he ain't on my Apple Music, he ain't on my Spotify, he ain't on that damn playlist nor satellite radio station on Sirius XM that I listen to. And now this is just the stations I listen to. Radio? So again,
you got satellite radio?
Yeah.
You fancy.
Okay.
I got Pandora. I got YouTube.
Either way, between each streaming service that we have for music, not one time has he showed up on my thing. So again, Miss Savannah Chrisley, find you something else to do. There's again, your mom and daddy just got free, baby. Probably the grocery store that they used to go to probably has shut down, or they have probably remodeled it. Help her walk through that store and find products that she needs.
You is really obsessed with them people dyeing their hair. Clearly, you did not like their hair.
Well, I'm just saying they've been in jail 2 years. Ain't nobody dying hair in jail, I don't think. They floated up in there. Her roots down here now from where they used to be. That lady got to catch up on school curriculums around here. That girl they got to go down there. It's like paperwork that they need to do down in the court system. And she running around here. I'm trying to help. I went look through his case. Girl, bye. You couldn't even tell on the episode of the Christmas when they was trying to help Grayson subtract $10 from $7.99 or whatever it is, and they couldn't even get that right on how much money he was gonna get back. So you mean to tell me you couldn't do simple math on the show, but now you done read you a couple legal books or audio books?
They listen to them same evidence that was never presented in court. That's what they looking at. Stuff that somebody done made up, stuff that somebody done said, rumor, gossip. Again, Audacity and Delusions. That's what she's listening to. And let me just help you out. He is not a good man, Savannah. He is not. He's not. He's just not.
We're trying to help you, Savannah, before you get down that rabbit hole, that unnecessary rabbit hole, baby. When again, She just said told People magazine she wanted to go to the she just had a goal of going to each continent before she turns 30. Baby, try that.
Okay.
Don't the legal is not your that's you was beauty pageants and I don't know. But legal is not your area of expert. That's like me running around here saying I'm going to be a nurse. I don't know nothing about nursing.
And you throw up, I'm throwing up too. There's going to be a lot of throw up.
You won't be. Yeah. So we got to stay. We got to do what our ministry is. Maybe her ministry is being there for people when they get out of prison, but not no. And that's it. That's the soapbox there. I'm thankful. Thank you for letting me get that off. But
my bad. I totally forgot that. I totally forgot because I was only looking at the original thing, so I didn't even pay attention. I forgot totally about that, so I'm sorry about that. I should have looked at I should have looked at the text message.
That's all right. Things get lost in the text messages. But I got that out now. Yeah. Sassy. Find you something else to do, baby. It's summertime. Find you something else to do. Court ain't it. You see how long it took him to be a baby lawyer.
And she's only taking the baby bar. She hasn't taken the actual bar yet, from my understanding. The court.
Well, we see how long it took for her to do that. Sassy. That ain't it, baby. I know you want to do good in the world, but that ain't it.
Tori is not the hill you want to die on. I'm sorry. Tori is not the hill you want to die on.
She do better running around there helping Rudy Giuliani get out of his shit than just sitting around there helping Tori.
Baby.
Tori Lane.
I need to figure out. I was just about to say she might do better trying to help Karen Reed. But let's see what happened with Karen Reed, because that trial should be over. She's still on
trial.
Yeah,
they probably still on. They probably on the closing arguments now for her.
Oh, why is it not pulling up like that? I need it to pull up.
I feel like there's other things that she could possibly do to get somebody free from jail, and that, but that ain't it.
No, it's not at all. So
find you something else, Sassy. And the baby caller.
Oh, this trial is still going on.
Oh, so she hope that Karen Reed trial gonna be about as long as Diddy Bob's.
It said the prosecution just rested their case. This was the 29th. So, man, the defense got to take. Ooh. But anyway, your better chances of helping Karen Reed, because I still think that she ain't. I still think she innocent. But Tori is not the hill you want down.
Not at all. Not for this summer, and not for the
Not for the next 10. Not for the next 9 or 10 either. However,
let him. Let the California system do him justice, ma'am, and
they've already spoken. They've already spoken.
That is.
But anyway, for episode 26 of Real Life is Friend podcast, this is one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Camila.
Peace up, A-Town. And we out of here like swim well.